Pencils down.
What?
Pencils down.
We're here.
We have begun. That's it.
God.
It's time. Number 226.
226.
Eddie? When did they say we were done? Dead in the water?
2?
Ramble number 2.
I think it was 2, right?
224 rambles.
It was like
later.
that. It was like when they issued the G.I. Joe comic books and they put out a shit ton of number 1.
Right.
And they buried it.
Buried it.
So then they only issued a smaller number of issue number 2.
Yes.
So issue number 2 is the more rare version
right.
instead of the number 1 of G.I. Joe comic book. That's what they considered us.
That's what they did to us.
But we
they
kept
fucked
going.
us like that, and we kept
Kept
going.
going.
Speaking of G.I. Joes, how bad do you want that Snake Eyes?
Dude, it's the only thing getting me through this pandemic.
Is waiting for those lines.
Is waiting for our hookup man, Toy Ted.
Toy Ted to get those Hasbro. I got to talk to our Hasbro guy, see if he can maybe smuggle one of those Snake Eyes to us. Two. Well, we could share it. You think that would work?
I want my own, dude.
I want my own too. Why would I do that?
Talk to him. We interviewed him. We had a good rapport with the Hasbro
We gave him
guy.
burn.
Right?
Hasbro was what? What were they on the NASDAQ before us?
I think you get their
before
stock
the Dow?
for like it's like a nickel.
A nickel. Then
maybe
they came on the Ramble, and what happened to Hasbro?
They're all millionaires now.
Now they took over fucking video games and shit. They got everything. Board games.
Come on, man.
Come on. Look what we did to them.
Help us out.
The bar in Toledo.
Oh.
Cross
from the depot.
The bar stool she took off a ring. Thought I'd get closer. So I walked on over. Sat down and asked her name. All right, sorry, we won't do it.
We don't do it again?
But
you picked a find out.
To leave me, Lucille. 400 children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time you're hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille.
At least do the chorus.
At least do the chorus. Cody, you're right with that, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Look, we have to deal with this in our own way. And this
Kenny,
is
we
how
lost
we do it.
Kenny.
You guys have at least like 18 months to do this in your own way before we start to move on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cody.
Thank you very much.
All right, so look, we're going to do the next Hit That Tune, Annie. And I know I probably should have told you guys about this already, but if you can guess this one, then the three of us are going to pitch in and get whoever guessed it. I'm just going to, okay, before I say yes.
Is this the hard one you're saying?
How about this?
Okay.
I'll play it.
Uh-huh.
And then you guys, if you say, okay, if they get it right, we chip in and get whatever the winner, whatever TV they want.
Whatever TV they
Television.
want. Wow.
Okay, what do you think? Cody, are you all ears?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. What do you think? Is that, should we? What do you think? Is that that's going to stump a lot of people.
That will. That's going to be a hard one to get
you
through.
think that'll stump some folks?
You know what? I have complete confidence no one's going to get that.
You don't think anyone will get? So what?
85 inch.
85 inch. Okay.
8K.
So do you think we should do it? Should we
Yeah,
make this official?
put it out there.
I don't think so. I think people will get it.
12K TV.
12K.
12K.
A brand new 12K.
Not even
TV.
invented yet. No one's getting that.
No one's gonna get that. You don't think?
Nah, I'm confident. We're good.
Oh man, how would it? Wouldn't that be sad if that was like, guys?
If you just put that out there and hit send and didn't even ask us.
It didn't even
like,
ask you
no!
guys? What do you do now? The three of us have to buy someone a 12K TV
Because they can't get the fucking opening Mario
in
theme.
8 years. Did you get? You knew that one, right, Cody?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah,
Cody's
a gamer now. He knows all this
He's a gamer.
shit.
He's a big game.
Yeah.
He knows more about gaming than all of us at this point.
Yes.
And I bet since in the future, in the last Ramble, your upcoming Ramble radio, we kind of let Cody know just how ridiculous comic books are.
Yes. We do a deep, semi-deep dive into X Factor.
Did it make you feel dumb? It didn't.
It made me feel weird
because, dude, I would hang on every panel when I was a kid.
So would I.
No matter how ridiculous they were, I'd be like,
looking back, I'm like, you know what? I totally bought into it.
Yes.
Looking back.
So I should save this for reading books and playing games. But Cody, you have a few hours left for free on PlayStation Network. The Predator Hunting Grounds game.
I've heard about this. Yeah,
it's a free demo. It doesn't come out until April, but
is it good?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my!
Actually,
I was on a team. We killed the predator.
Oh, nice.
But look, it's a free demo, so everyone's just getting used to it. And I guarantee you, this poor dude had no idea what he was doing. So we just mowed him down.
So he was a predator, and you guys all just got him.
Destroyed him. It was. I mean, he just came running right at us, and all four of us were like, "Okay, bye bye." And he didn't have any camouflage. He wasn't using any weapons.
He didn't make himself invisible.
No, he
That's
just
the
ran.
whole point of the predator.
He just ran right at us, and we're like, "Well, fuck, all right." And it's funny, even though you knew the guy was toast, it's still fucking scary to see the predator just running
at you.
right at you.
Yeah,
like it was. But you do get a tutorial to learn how to play as a predator, and it's so much fun because you do the fucking vision, and it does a noise exactly from the movie. It was awesome.
How can anyone beat the predator in the video game? Like, if you know how to play as the predator,
I can't imagine. If you know what you're doing. Because he can heal himself.
Yeah.
You know, and he injects himself with all that shit. I mean, of course, you're kind of vulnerable
it's
when
like
you're doing it.
Did you ever in Star Wars Battlefront 2, they had the Ewok thing where you could play as Ewoks or the Stormtroopers.
Right.
On Endor battling each other.
Right.
And it was at night. It was a nighttime battle, and the Stormtroopers can only see straight ahead when they turn on their flashlights.
Sure.
Otherwise, it's dark, and when you turn on the flashlight, it's just like a ring of light in the forest. But if you leave your flashlight on, the Ewoks can find you because they can see the flashlight.
So who would leave it on?
Well, you would. You turn it on real quick and then turn it off because you can't see shit.
Yeah.
If you're the Ewok, you can see at night because your eyes are adapted for night.
Right.
So as an Ewok, you just go around taking out fucking stormtroopers. Even though you have a spear.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can just go and
so they're like miniature predators.
Yeah. But they can see at night, and as a stormtrooper, you're fucked. Because I would play it as both. I'm like, as a stormtrooper, I couldn't do fucking shit.
It was nearly impossible to fight off Ewoks.
You literally had to turn it on, hope there's just Ewok in front of you, and just blast the shit out of it.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
really fun.
Because the Ewoks are fucking tough to beat at night because they can see.
And they're tiny.
That's
they
not
come
an
at
easy
your knees.
shot. No.
They're like those little guys from Kung Fu who would hug
But the only thing is you have to get right up on the stormtrooper to kill him because you have the spear.
Jesus. That's great.
That's pretty cool.
Cody, Star Wars Battlefront. Do you think you're going to play that video game ever?
Come on, dude. Do it.
Maybe. I don't know. Now that I'm a gamer, who knows? It's all on the table.
It's all on the table. So are you going to get the Predator hunting grounds for the next few hours?
I don't have a PlayStation Network yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Give him time. He's just getting into this world.
I figure I need to get okay at these things before I take it online and not damage everything in my place by throwing shit
out of frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then don't get Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Wait on that one, or Bloodborne, because you will, or any of the Dark Souls games, because you will do that. You will be like, "What the fuck?" They are so fucking dead. But one thing I've learned from doing this retro rocha and this twitching, classic video games way harder than anything out there now. Super Mario World, I die every 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, you're also now when you play classic video games, you can just or now when you play new video games, you can just continue and start up where you left off.
Yeah.
There you get your 3 lives and then you're fucking done.
You
can
over.
continue. You have
but
some
they have
places,
like 2 or 3 continues.
Yeah,
some have
done.
unlimited, but that's rare. You know what else? The balls on Nintendo. So for the Nintendo Switch, have you played it? Has Colton played the classic NES games or Super Nintendo games?
Yeah. He plays Super Mario World 2 and 3 a lot. Yeah.
Do you know that you can fucking pause and rewind when you die?
No.
Yes, you just press the fucking, I think it's a trigger button, and it's like, okay, you can rewind. The fuck are they teaching
you fucking
these?
serious?
I know. The shit thou soft. They're making these fucking kids now.
I've been playing just regular Super Mario on the Switch for a year now since we've had the Switch, and I keep fucking dying the same level I used to die at all the time when I was a kid. And I'm like, fuck, I can't get past this.
And that you can rewind it. It's so evil.
Oh, that's a bunch of horse shit.
You're not going to show Colton that.
No. I don't want to know it exists.
He's got to learn the hard way.
Fuck, dude.
Come on. You got to turn him into a man.
We were just playing Legends of Zelda a few nights ago.
We believe that? You had to live with the failure back then.
Yeah.
You lived, or you fucked it up, you live with it. That's it. That's on you, you fucking
Rewind.
idiot. That's what my mother would say. Look, you fucking prick.
You fucking
choke me
piece
with
of
piano
shit.
wire.
You piece of shit.
Fucking
piano
choke me
wire.
with chicken
Wow.
wire. Piano.
She loved you.
She loved me.
She really did.
Very much. So we have a winner.
What?
Hit that. Let me play the refreshing.
Okay, this is last week's Hit That Tune, Annie.
You sure we shouldn't do the free TV to? You sure?
I think we should probably hold off on the free TV.
All right. Okay. So the last one was.
Nice.
All right. You and Cody didn't know this one,
No.
right?
No.
All right. So we had, let me count it, and you pick the winner.
We had 5 winners.
5 winners. Ben Weiser, Jeremy Bienvenu, Brian Everett, Ron Huddleston, Manuel Avalar.
They all came in
and
with
Ray Toley has kept the streak going. He said he doesn't want any part of the winnings anymore, but he's now 4 for 4 for the Forest of Illusion from Super Mario World.
Do we now look? This can either go one of 2 ways with Ray. Yeah. Either he's scamming us with some sort of SoundHound device, some sort of SoundHound app, or he's putting it up there, and we need to do a full investigation into the legitimacy of Ray Toley.
Is he the Houston Astros?
I don't know. It just seems suspicious.
Here's the problem: is now that Cody is like Robert Trujillo, he's a full-on member.
Yeah.
I think because of his anger over the Astros, he's going to throw the book at Toley.
He might.
He won't even wait for any kind of investigation.
No.
I think Cody's going to feel
guilty
so
until
raw.
proven innocent.
Right. Am I wrong, Cody? Are you just going to throw it at the guy, right?
Or maybe I'm more tolerant.
Maybe he's learned the errors of the Astros ways.
Interesting. So there
maybe I'm so tied into the fandom that it's hard for me to
That's true too.
Stay mad so long that I'm a little bit more tolerant of some tomfoolery going on.
Maybe this goes the other way, and we just call the prize the Ray Tolius Prize.
The Ray Tolius Award.
Which way do we go? Do we launch a full investigation, or we just go ahead and rename the award the Ray Tolius Award?
Well, me being the commissioner.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you, because you're the one who has final say on all this. Do we do the full investigation?
It's going to take a lot to talk me out of a lifetime ban for Ray Tolius right now. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to talk me out of a lifetime ban. No, I think it's the Ray Tolius Award.
It's now the Ray Tolius. We're gonna turn a blind eye to a possible investigation.
Maybe. Go look what he did. 4.
I'm just being devil's advocate here.
Okay, I didn't think anybody was going to get from Chrono Trigger.
Right.
Boom.
He got it.
Before we even shot the video where you said no one's going to get this.
I didn't think anybody would get that.
The night, before we aired it, the night after we shoot that video.
So you're saying
he emails.
This isn't investigation worthy at all. This is, let's take it at face value. Let's rename the award the Ray Tolius.
Here's why I think. He's told me in his email that growing up in Australia, he didn't get a lot of the Western games.
Right.
So he became a fanatic, and he really was into him.
Okay.
He loved him and admired him, and then when he got to play him, he just was so happy. So I think Ray's a legit.
So we don't believe at all that Ray may have lied, made up the story about Australia, that he just grew up somewhere in Idaho and just played these video games.
He's got some guy who ran a retro game store at gunpoint.
Right.
And
he has him captured in his basement. He replays that clip for them.
The guy tells him.
That guy tells him. And then he...
I mean, that might look...
I'm just saying.
If that's the case, then come after me when then that's going to be the mar on my commissioner.
Okay. So
not screwing over Strebeck time and time again. It'll be that. It'll be me not investigating this. I think I give myself an A+ when it comes to the Ray Tolius
10 out of 10. It's the best ever. It's the highest
Everybody
rating
loves
of all
it.
time.
Everybody watches me
suck
when I
cock.
talk about him.
All right, so it's now the Ray Tolius Award.
Now, I think this one's going to be this one is a fastball right down the middle.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Should I do it?
Well, should we pick the winners of last week?
That would help. Yeah, sorry. So
we
Eddie
have
is
5,
going to randomly
and
pick.
we threw all 5 into a hat, and I just got to pick one out of the hat.
The Ray
right?
Tolius Award.
The Ray Tolius Award this week goes to...
Hold on, let me get some fanfare.
I'm just pulling out of the hat. Ron Huddleston.
Ron Huddleston!
That's the name that came piping out of the hat. Ron Huddleston. We will send you something. Email us your address.
Ramble@theramblepod.com.
And we will email you. We will send you something in the
Something
mail.
awesome.
Yes.
A new. See, I like having winners.
I know. I hate that we can't give everybody something.
I know.
That sucks.
But
but
then
we can't
imagine
afford
we get Corona going to the post office that many times. I don't know how we're going to. We got to figure out another way to ship this.
You know what? Once this Ramble starts bringing in the money that it's supposed to be making,
right,
then everybody who gets it gets a prize.
You're right. There we go.
We're doing the best we can.
Should I do a softball? Right up, little fastball, right up the middle. I got one coming. Should I do that?
You think Ray will even put in an answer for it?
He better. He's got to. I think. Why not?
What if he gets this wrong? Do we then rename the award?
We have to.
Do we strip that honor from him and then launch the investigation?
That we absolutely.
If Ray Tolius gets this one wrong,
I think you're right.
Okay.
I think that's what we have to do.
All right.
Here we go. I hope I don't. I just learned this one, so I apologize. There it is. Right there. One more time.
One more time. All right.
Cody, did that come through on your end? Were you able to hear that? Because you're the test.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And I
Do
bet
I know
you
what
got
it is?
I bet you got it instantly, didn't you?
Because you're a gamer now.
You're a gamer now. Eddie, did you get it?
I didn't get it.
All right. I guarantee you 90% of our Ramblers and James screamed out what that was.
But if Ray doesn't get it, full investigation.
Full investigation. Absolutely full
Stripped of the
investigation.
honor
Oh,
of the title
it's
being
over.
named.
He is banned for life at that point. I go through with my original idea.
You do a full lifetime ban.
Oh, absolutely.
Not a suspension, no,
lifetime
just
ban.
full lifetime ban.
Lifetime
Okay.
lifetime ban.
Lifetime ban.
I mean, I have to, Eddie.
You have to lay down
I
the
have
law.
to.
You have to.
If I'm
Jack Tunney will roll over in his grave.
exactly
If you don't do
the
this.
great Jack
The
Tunney.
great Jack Tunney.
Didn't Gorilla Monsoon have that title for a minute too?
I think he did, yes.
Yeah, the great Gorilla. I don't want him rolling over in his
No,
grave
you don't.
either.
He was
I mean,
president,
come
yeah.
on. Was he just dying, and that's why they're like, Gorilla's not going to make it?
Yeah,
so
we
let's
gotta
just
McMahon just come out as being the owner.
and just have
Just
Gorilla
you do
be.
it.
Yeah, God. All right, well, 10 minutes and wait, 15 minutes.
50. That felt like longer than 10 minutes. 16 minutes.
Oh my God, what an intro!
That's how you intro a show.
Yes,
So much
No.
drama already.
already.
Winners, losers, possible
Lifetime
investigations, lifetime bans.
And if you know the words,
Sing along.
all right, I'm throwing this little sweet one for everyone.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's how elementary it's gonna be. Come on, let's fall in love. It's easy. It's so easy. Like taking candy from a baby. ABC. Falling in love with you was easy for me, and you can do it too. It's easy, it's so easy, like taking candy from a baby. Bam! Here we are.
Damn.
Another one. Back. The great Len Barry, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I should say that because you always wonder, like those one-hit wonders. Maybe that guy had just like 8 women in a dungeon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
You never know.
We didn't really know much about that
You
guy.
never know.
You know, so great song, but I don't know. Cody, do you have any dirt on Len Barry?
Lynn Barry was a hockey player that used to play for the San Antonio Dragons, who my neighbors used to babysit his kids, and then he went on to be like the general manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Is that the
Is that who
same
you're
guy?
talking about?
Is that the same? Well, let me look. He's still alive. He kind of was one of the. I feel bad now. He was born and raised in Philly. He had little thought of a show business career while in school. Said he was trying to become a professional basketball player. Look at that. Fucking this guy could probably dunk. All right, never mind. So I think seems like a good guy. There
Yeah.
is no.
Yeah.
There is no dirt. No dirt so far. In sad news, he was one of the hundreds of artists whose material was destroyed in that 2008 Universal fire. So that's a bummer. But we still have 1, 2, 3. That's a great fucking jam.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how elementary. Can I just sing that the whole ramble?
You could.
It's gonna
Do
be. Cody, you don't mind, do you?
No.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. And nowhere on the Wikipedia page does it mention his time in San Antonio as a hockey player. So that's weird.
Shit, he left that out?
They left it out. Maybe he's embarrassed. I don't know. Maybe he just wants 2 separate lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he spelled it a little different. I bet that's what it was. I bet he spelled his name a wee different. That's my
Yeah,
call.
because this Lynn Barry is Barrie.
Oh, that's not it. He spells it differently.
Who spells Barry Barrie?
Come on, that's one of Cody's heroes, man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's
No
one of Cody's
Y
heroes.
on there, dude.
That's one of
not like
Cody's
Eddie.
heroes.
Eddie put IE.
Would you put a Y at the end of that? Would you feel weird?
I've seen it that way.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
Yeah.
EDY. Could you do that?
That's Edie, isn't it?
But what if that's what your parents did? Would you be mad?
They
later in
named me
life?
Edie.
If
I'd be
they-
pissed. I was named Edie.
Edie. Edie, what you think? Are you sure? Oh my God!
Well, it's
Andre-
Edie's ice cream, right?
Oh,
Edie's
that's
brand
right.
ice cream is EDY.
It's true, honey. I'm gonna share our Scrabble story if you don't mind. I heard nothing.
That's a confirmed positive response.
Is that a thumbs up?
Yes.
What's that, baby? How sad it was. Andre and I played Scrabble last night, and like not one word was over 4 letters. We got handed shit. We had shit.
Did you get handed shit, or you just don't know how to spell words over 4 letters?
Honey,
What is it?
I think we're having a tough time. I have all Y's, U's,
I was U's and L's.
Use, guys.
Yeah, Y's, U's. Come on.
Come on.
It was fucking awful. It was. I'd never played. I don't think I've ever. I think I played. This is the first time I played Scrabble in like 35 years.
It's been a minute.
I have not played that, so I was like, "Fuck!" I don't even remember. Word warp. I'll play that like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But Cody, you a Scrabble guy?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Could you imagine how frustrating a game of nothing but 4-letter words would be? I mean,
Yeah.
it was. But I'm telling you, my thing was U's and M's. The fuck am I, mum? I was gonna write mum over in a mummy. I mean, it was fucking brutal. It was a shit. We got shit hands. I'm telling you.
Why don't you just start over?
We were so deep. It was like was it Phil Collins or was that Genesis? You know I love you, but I just can't make
I don't
this.
know.
You know I want you, but I'm
Is that
playing for keeps. I'm in.
That's just Phil. I don't know if that's Genesis.
Cody, come on. You know this. You know I love you, but I just let me look it up.
That feels like a solo Collins endeavor.
That feels like a Phil.
You know,
Feels like a Phil.
but I'm playing.
That feels like
but
there's
I'm
no nobodies in the room. There's no one to go. Hey Phil.
It's Genesis.
It's Genesis. I knew from Invisible
Wow.
Touch.
Oh.
She had to have the invisible touch.
He must have forced his hand on that.
Like,
He's
guys, we're putting this
We're
in
doing
here.
this song.
We're doing
or
this.
you don't get invisible touch.
You don't get invisible. Like, fine. All right. Oh,
Fine.
how can she? All right. Is there any? I know American Psycho love to shit, but you know what? Fuck that Bret Easton Ellis motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with Phil Collins Genesis. That guy,
I love Phil Collins
that guy
Genesis.
can go eat a bag of snarky
no.
hipster shit.
I like Phil
Fuck
Collins
him right up his ass.
I'm a big Phil
with
Collins
that fuck.
Genesis
I mean, I
fan.
loved American Psycho is a really good movie. The book and not so great.
Yeah.
The movie I thought was better, but fuck Bret Easton Ellis for shitting
Yes.
on Phil Collins
No, you can't
Genesis.
shit on Phil Collins
He
Genesis.
can go eat a bag of fucking horse shit.
That's the Genesis I know. When I think of Genesis, I think Phil Collins Genesis.
I mean, thank you.
So.
I mean,
I was just
dicks.
reading about it. I think this is the song that in American Psycho that Patrick Bateman talks about.
is it In Too Deep? I thought it was. Was it Invisible Touch? I don't.
I'm on the In Too Deep Wikipedia page, and it says that Patrick Bateman described the song as the most moving pop song of the 80s.
I think that was in the book. That's what. And look. Yes, it's cheesy, but fuck him. I don't care. It's still fucking.
The 80s was cheesy.
Bret Easton Ellis, if you're listening, I'm coming for you. You get on the Ramble. Defend it.
Open
'Cause I'll
invitation.
defend it.
Open invitation.
Open invitation, wherever you are. I feel like that guy. Do you remember when they had that concert for 9/11 that they aired, and they got that fucking firefighter? Do you remember this? He was like,
No.
I'm from the such and such in Queens, Osama bin Laden. If you're watching this, yeah, I'm sure he was tuning in. You can come over here and kiss my Irish ass. And of course, it gets a huge pop.
Yeah, of course it does.
But of course, the whole time I'm just imagining Bin Laden at like a sports bar, and like his buddies have to hold him back. He's like trying to get. He's like trying to get. He's trying to get to the TV.
Let me hit that TV.
Give it that phone.
Give me my phone. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna go.
So, all right, let's break down Invisible Touch. First off, it opens with she had to have that invisible touch.
What is the invisible touch?
Well, she has it. Slowly
Is that
tears
like
you
how
apart.
a woman just
just
grabs
hooks
your
a
mind,
dude, I
hooks a
think,
dude,
hooks you, turns you into
Makes
a
you-
fucking.
you can't
makes
stop
just think
thinking
about
about
her.
her. That's
Ooh,
the-
I can't. Yeah,
that's the
Should we
invisible
Google
touch.
the lyrics?
No, you can unless
All
you
right.
know them.
I don't know them off the top of my head. Look, real quick, let's roll. So it opens with Invisible Touch.
Right.
Cody, do you have a problem with Invisible Touch by Genesis? That song.
No, I don't.
It's a great pop song, correct?
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
so.
Guess what?
There's better songs on the album, though.
There are better songs on the album. Guess what's next?
What?
Tonight.
Good shit.
Oh,
Good
gonna
shit.
make it right. That's a fucking
That's
jam.
a jam.
That's a jam. And
Yeah.
then the third song. Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting down.
So Invisible Touch opens.
You open with invisible touch.
right out of the bat. Tonight.
Second inning.
guess,
Tonight.
guess who's hitting leadoff in the third inning?
What?
And this is the world we live in. Oh, and these
Wow.
are... Come on.
Their most memorable video.
And then after that,
Yeah.
you know I love you, but I mean, 4 songs in, it's
Right.
unbeatable.
You got bases loaded at songs 4.
You're Ray Tolius in it right here.
Yeah.
That's a good side A right there.
That is a heck of a side A.
Totally
Look, now side 2, not as many hits, but anything she does, not a bad song. Domino, they go proggy again with their 10 minutes. The third track on side B, throwing it all away.
Wow.
You're throwing it all away. Come on.
Put that on side A. Wow, that's the greatest side A.
Side A is the greatest side A of all time. It's the greatest side A ever.
Arguably.
Do you think that's her biggest regret?
Probably.
Is not throwing it all
putting
away.
Putting that in the fourth spot.
Okay, what's a bigger regret? Throwing it all away off of side A of Invisible Touch.
Okay.
Or George Martin leaving Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane off of Sgt. Pepper.
Oh, shit.
He calls that the biggest regret of his career. Imagine how stacked Sgt. Pepper is already Murderer's Row of songs. Imagine if you have Sgt. Pepper, but in the middle you throw in Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. Wow. Stop it.
Yeah, that's like with Pearl Jam's 10 album. If they left Yellow Ledbetter
off of 10.
You put that on 10.
How's Gigaton?
Gigaton's good. I've listened to it all the way through twice.
Yeah.
There's a couple on there that are pretty catchy, and the other ones are growing on me.
Nice. So, I heard a few songs I already liked.
Yeah, there's a couple good ones on there. But yeah, like you leave that one on. You put Yellow Ledbetter on 10.
Oh my god.
They close every concert with Yellow Ledbetter.
What does Versus have? No, I like Versus.
Versus is great.
Yellow Ledbetter helps Versus. Isn't that on Versus? Did they say
no,
that?
Yellow Ledbetter is
it's
just a B-side of Jeremy.
That's right.
It came out later on when they did
Holy shit, you're right.
It was never released on an album, except Lost Dogs.
Lost
and then
Dogs.
their greatest hits.
Yes.
But Lost Dogs, it was never an album. It was just a compilation of B-sides.
Right. I don't know why I thought Yellow Ledbetter was on Versus.
No.
Jesus Christ.
They just left that one
What was
off.
Versus? Daughter was a big punch on
Animal,
Versus.
Daughter.
Animal's my favorite one.
Fuck.
Animal's
Elderly
my favorite.
Woman in a Counter.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Versus is like almost as better.
Right now,
better.
10 versus Vitalogy. You have to pick one.
We did this before, didn't we?
I know. Did we?
The only reason I leave Vitalogy off of that is because of shit like
Spin the Black Circle.
The songs on there are amazing, but they filled it up with Stupid Mop or whatever that fucking song is, and then Bugs.
Bugs was dumb. You're right.
Like you can go A to Z on 10 and A to Z on verse.
And Versus, yep.
And there's not a miss on either one of those
You're
albums.
right. Vitalogy. See, but I think Vitalogy's hits hit so good.
They do.
Corduroy.
No, Corduroy's my favorite Pearl Jam song.
Oof.
But you put Vitalogy on, you have to hit skip a couple times.
Cody, your thoughts?
I'm not a Pearl Jam guy.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Never have
we need to have
been.
a
It's the
private
one
meeting.
like.
Can we
It's
pause
the
this for
one
a
like
private meeting?
Seattle grunge band that I can't
Can we
handle.
just pause this for a private meeting?
Well, Eddie is steaming.
Close the doors. For
Eddie's steaming. Eddie's as mad as a wind right now. Man, I see. Fuck.
You just can't leave Vitalogy play all the way through.
You're right.
You do a
No,
couple
you're not
skips
wrong.
on it.
You're not wrong.
But Last Exit, Spilling Back Circle,
Rear
This
View
Is Not
Mirror.
For You, Rearview Mirror, fucking amazing songs.
Corduroy. Whew. Corduroy.
Actually, Rearview Mirror is verse.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure? I thought Rear View Mirror was
Better Man and Nothing Man are on verse.
That's
or
right.
on Vitalogy. I mean.
Vitalogy, Better Man. Yeah.
There's some fucking amazing songs on Vitalogy. Some of their best songs are on Vitalogy.
Corduroy again, your favorite.
Corduroy is my favorite. But you can't play that album all the way through without hitting skip at least twice.
Damn, shots fired. And so we had somebody complain about us talking shit on Kiss on our.
Oh, that's fine. I'll talk shit about Kiss all day.
Eddie!
I will all day and all night, just like their fucking song. I'll talk shit about Kiss.
You'll talk shit about Kiss every night and then party about it every day.
Party about it every day.
The problem is Cody and I are both on we kind of like Kiss.
Ugh, gross.
Right? Cody, would you say that?
That might be a little bit strong, but I like Kiss songs.
Yeah, I like Kiss songs. There we go. I like Kiss songs. There it is. Let me find someone on our Michael Miller. Nothing wrong with Mike. Michael Miller is one of an all-time idiot.
Yes, he is.
And he says,
Love
I
Michael
really
Miller.
hate when you guys talk shit about Kiss. You don't like them. You think they're a joke. We get it. God damn it. Kiss is an important, influential rock band that was never meant to be taken too seriously.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Wait, what part? Important or
No, I've
never
said
meant
this.
to
I've
be?
said this
But
a
they-
million times. They are a gateway hard rock band.
Right.
I think that they do want to be taken seriously.
God gave rock and roll to you.
Gave
Rock and roll
such
to
garbage
you.
music.
They gave it.
I don't know that
rock and
like
roll.
Gene Simmons is capable of like laughing at himself. So that's why I believe that.
That's a good point. And we know it from, sadly, it's what Andrea wants to make love to all the time. Honey, do you mind if I share this? Andrea?
No means yes.
Do you mind if I share this? No, come in here. I think you're going to care if you want to, if you care. I'm just saying.
It's very
I'm putting it
intimate
out.
details about
It's
your
a
guys'
very
love
intimate
life.
Detail about our love life.
Very intimate.
All right, so I just want you to be in the room so we know that I would never pull one over on
Right,
you.
no.
So Andrea insists that every time we consummate our relationship, every time we make love, I have to go and play Gene Simmons doing Firestarter by Prodigy. I'm the Firestarter. Have you heard that version? It's so bad. I'm the Firestarter. Twisted Firestarter. It's so fucking bad.
Is that hard for you to last that long to satisfy her?
Oh God!
Because I can see where that makes
the
you.
problem. The minute I hear the whoa, like she's already getting showered with
packing
jizz.
a bag right now.
Yeah,
Why
poor
is she
thing.
packing a bag?
Why is she packing things? Why is she grabbing all of our cats? Wait a minute. I'm the Firestarter. It's so bad. It's as bad.
Out of the cozy bed for that.
I know. I feel bad. She was snug
She
in
was
bed,
sleeping
relaxing,
and you woke her up
I
for
woke
that.
her up for that.
I'm the Firestarter.
I'm the Firestarter. Have you heard that version, Cody? Gene Simmons doing Firestarter by Prodigy.
No, but it sounds awful.
It is. Oh my God! Good. We can't play it because we'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
But go look it
Gene
up on
Simmons
YouTube.
will definitely come after you
Oh,
for
Gene
money,
Simmons will sue us
'cause
like
he's
a
a
mother.
piece of shit.
I'm the troublemaker. Twisted Fast. It's so fucking. It's like somebody's grandfather is at karaoke singing Firestarter by Prodigy. It 1,000% that bad. Adrienne Pena, Texas Pookie 71 comments for Cody. Cody, you ready for this? There's a comment for you on our last Ramble Radio.
Yeah.
Well, from the one before that we taped.
Oh, yeah.
Cody, Willow is available on Disney Plus.
Oh, come on, Cody.
No excuses. Just putting it out there, Cody.
I am aware of that, and I
You're
don't
actively
care.
avoiding it.
Doesn't care.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we joked that I would watch the series that comes out, but I still will not watch the original.
You won't watch it. Oh, God. All right, so far as the title, we have to make love to Gene Simmons' cover of Firestarter.
Oh.
So far, all right, we're going to do that for now. Who wouldn't tune into that, right? Could you listen to that for $50?
Maybe. For $50. I could pull a Gene Simmons and get paid. If it's for money, I'll do it.
I think Grady Smithy also, Michael Miller, Grady Smithy's on your side. He also said you have to give Kiss credit. They did beat Dr. Doom in a Marvel comic. So,
Okay.
I mean, one of our favorite all-time villains, Kiss bested.
Can you imagine how he was Dr. Doom is crying behind the scenes? Just like between panels.
Is that the Montreal Screwjob
That
of
might
comic
be.
books? Like, look, you have
Could
to
you
listen.
imagine if you were the mind that came up with the amazing Dr. Doom? And then they inform you, we're going to put him in a comic book with Kiss, and Kiss is going to beat them.
He's
Beat Dr.
jobbing
He's
to
got
Kiss.
a job to Kiss.
He's jobbing to Kiss.
Could you imagine how distraught you would be as a creator? Someone who created probably arguably the greatest villain in the Marvel Universe, Dr. Doom.
Oh, fuck.
And he's got a job to fucking Kiss. Could you imagine how angry you would be?
Oh, man. Look. By the way, we're celebrating Namor the Submariner's 60th anniversary. Thank you for creating such a wonderful character. He's losing to O-Town tonight. We're going to have O-Town.
O-Town's going to upend him.
O-Town's they're going to help the Fantastic Four, and the Fantastic Four is going to get captured, and O-Town's just going to fuck
Could you
him
imagine
up.
creating the Fantastic Four and Submariner, and then Submariner bests Fantastic Four,
Only for O-Town.
and the only thing that can save Fantastic Four is O-Town.
O-Town.
You're basically shitting on all your properties to get over a piece of shit property.
Right.
You're basically shitting all over Dr. Doom to get over Kiss.
To get Kiss over. They beat Dr. Doom. I think that was Grady who told me that. So
Wow.
they were just saying. I mean,
That's literally Roman Reigns beating Undertaker at WrestleMania.
That was that
let's
bad.
let's fucking beat our guy to put over this guy
that is
nobody
still
wants.
never going to be over.
It's never going to be
Nobody
over.
wants to see the guy die, but that's it. That's where Roman Reigns being over begins and ends, correct?
Yes.
They just don't want to. He was so much better as the voiceless muscle of the
When
Shield.
he was just the quiet muscle guy on the Shield. That's how he got over.
So great.
But then you all of a sudden you try to flip the switch and make him the lead guy, the lead
The
face.
guy.
You can't. You got to build it slowly.
Cody, your thoughts on Roman Reigns? Go. I know you have plenty.
The microphone
I
is
have
yours.
very very little sort of background with Roman Reigns, so I really can't say.
That's fine. I'm the finest.
More of an AEW guy, Jerry.
Oh, you're more AEW? All right. Twisted finest. I'm the troublemaker. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
And you got to fuck to that.
Every night,
Every
or else
night.
she's out the door.
Wow.
Or else she's gone.
Dude. Well,
That's what I
are you
gotta
happy in
contend
all
with.
other phases?
Nope, not anymore. Let's sing. I don't even want to talk about it. Nope, that's it. I'm like the guitar and Spinal Tap. Nope, can't even look at that one. We're done. Can't look at that one. All right, we're gonna sing now. Oh, this is man. This was tough, huh? Oh, what hat would they wear? God. Cody, I don't know how we're going to fix this technology to get you to listen to Eddie play that goddamn
Or he could just listen to the
harp.
Ramble on his off time.
He won't. It's too much.
He's too busy gaming.
Because we talk about Kenny, and you know how he feels.
That's true. Let's get some.
Grady W. Smith, he says, George Lucas should wear the hat for John Milner from American Graffiti. While I always love Indiana Jones and Star Wars, I feel that the scene where John is showing Mackenzie Phillips a wreckage of all the cars that so many other drag racers he knew died in is the best scene Lucas ever directed. Damn. And look, American Graffiti is a very underrated. That might be Cody, that might be your favorite Lucas movie, I would argue.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that one?
No, I
You know what it's about, though, right?
vaguely.
Just slice of life, America in a small,
Yeah.
shitty town in the 50s. And, yeah, I think California, right? The California town. Damian Bottriell, yo ho, fellow Ramblers. I missed last week's submissions. I was still coming to terms with the passing of Kenny Rogers. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Australia hasn't locked down yet, though each day it feels like we are getting closer and closer. By the time this airs, maybe they are.
Maybe.
Stay safe, Damian, please.
Yeah, please.
Last week's worst character has to be the two-headed racer from Phantom Menace. It sounded too much like an American horse race caller. My best the guy who's my best Lucas character, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not old Ben, he was fine, but he could have been more helpful by telling Luke certain things about his father.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Young Kenobi, brilliantly played by Ewan McGregor. All right, there we go. Patrick Carruthers, PC. Right, is that a good one? Patrick Carruthers?
I like that. PC.
PC.
Yeah, PC.
Hey, Ramblers. Hope everyone is staying safe and distancing and whatnot. Hat, no reason to get cute here. Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a bad one. Cody, you could do this. Best character George Lucas ever created.
Yeah, I could probably do this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Graham and Faye from the Great White North. Ramble on from the Great White North. Hat. George Lucas goes into the I've created great character Hall of Fame. Sure, there's an obvious choices like Dexter, Jetster, Indiana Jones, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, THX 1138, even the whole gang for American Graffiti. But I think at the heart of George's legacy, it must come down to one character on the hat. You ready for this? Tex, the THX logo mechanic. Whether it was the Mucan or his George Jetson jetpack, there was a time when Tex was always the mark of a true certified cinematic experience by blowing your mind apart with deep surround sound.
And he always did different things, which was crazy.
Yeah, of that deep note. Turn it up.
It's either him or Short Round. I think you have to give it to one of those two. I don't see how you don't.
How is it not Short
How
Round?
is it not Short Round?
No Time for Love.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Oh, God.
I don't know how you don't give it to Short Round.
Short Round is mine.
Right.
Mine was, let's pretend Short Round doesn't exist. Turn it up, Grandpa Simpson says. There's a good one. All right. Colin Maggs. Hey, guys, another week, another ramble to bring some levity in these chaotic times. We're trying, buddy. Thanks for enjoying it. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm in quarantine here in the UK as we are in lockdown, and I'm classed as a risk, so thank God for the ramble and the Ralph report.
Stay
from the
safe,
laughs.
bud.
Stay safe, Colin. Come on. My Hall of Fame pick is Chewbacca. Why? Because he's the only member of the original characters that hasn't been dry bummed by Lucas or others. Luke breastfed off a space cow. Leia became Mary Poppins. Han Solo has a solo film. Vader had the prequels to tarnish him, and Obi-Wan was Dex's sex trafficker. He's not wrong. Not wrong.
No, it's not.
Not wrong. Jeremy Bienvenu. What hat? Honorable mention goes to Sala from Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was such a badass companion to Indy, but Lucas had to ruin him in Last Crusade by making him a bumbling idiot. The answer for me is Indiana Jones. He was always up for a fight, never gave up when it came to his objective, even though he didn't really do a goddamn thing in Raiders as the Nazis still got their hands on the Ark. It was between Han and Indy for me, and I just think Dr. Jones is a bigger badass. Nice. These are all good, right?
Yeah.
Gary Priest. Boom. Hey, Jerry and Cody, I never knew my last week's Ewok comment would be enough to stir Lucas into a fist fight, but after all this virus shit is done, I will keep it in mind if I ever see him. Also, side question, how quickly does George Lucas beat up Batman? Instant.
Oh, instantly.
Instant. One of his little fucking jowls.
The goiter thing on his fucking neck.
Yeah, he just bops him once.
Yeah.
Batman's out of the fucking
Well, the
fight.
Batman probably throws a batarang at it. It hits it, bounces off,
Right
and
back.
right back into Batman's eye. That's exactly how it goes down.
Oh, Hall of Fame hat.
George Lucas doesn't even know he's there.
Doesn't even know. What the fuck was that? He goes Yoda. By the first time we met him, he's already lived many lifetimes and carries that weight in his performance. Wise, a little bit crazy, powerful as fuck. And now with the Mandalorian here, one of his race at least, is back to enchant and mystify us all over again. Yoda ain't a bad pick.
No
I
short
can't.
round. No short
It's
round.
no short round. It is no short round. And Dustin Jacobs. This is a no-doubter. While most would choose Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, both are pansy-ass failures at life. Vader never becomes a master, kills his wife, somehow, and commits genocide because his master tells him to do so. Not to mention his former master kicks his ass and almost kills him. Luke is an angsty child who cries about how hard it is not doing things, how hard Jedi training is, and when it's time to kill, refuses to do so. His father dies because Luke refuses to fight the Emperor. And how many lives did Luke not save by allowing Ben to live? Let's be honest, all Jedi are failures except for Rey, apparently. If Luke was telling us to be a hippie, if Lucas was telling us being a hippie was a way to go back in 1983, he throws that shit out the window when episode 1 rolls around and decides to straight up MAGA shit. How racist is that movie? In a few years, it's the new Song of the South. Anyway, I digress. I don't disagree with that at
Which
all.
song?
Song of the South,
Oh,
episode 1, just how racist it is.
There's some racism in it.
Son?
Yes, there's some racism.
Anyway, I
you have
digress.
Jar Jar. You have the Trade Federation.
Yeah, the Obi-Wan and Yoda are perfectly fine answers. Han Solo is not the only reason you love Han Solo is because he doesn't seem to give a shit while everyone else seems to care too much. Just like Harrison Ford didn't give two shits about Star Wars and still doesn't. We love Harrison, not Han. That's why so many people didn't show for Solo and still haven't seen it. The obvious answer is Leia Organa. She's a badass and fights for what's right since day one. Everyone thinks they're going to save her in a New Hope, when in fact Leia's the only one that doesn't have their head up her ass. She goes from royalty to a general of an entire fleet. Luke goes from jack of all trades to a master of none. Talk about a mediocre white guy. Special shout out to R2, the real hero. I will give him that. R2 is my favorite character in Star. He's the MVP, I think, of every movie almost. But I think that is. Hold on. Yep, that's it.
Well, they have that meme about Leia that goes around like she lost her father, she lost her husband, she lost her son, she lost her
brother.
They have all the men in her life suffered these horrible things, and then they lost their mind. Like Luke went to an island, Vader turned to the dark side, Han Solo ran off and abandoned his kid. Leia stayed there and stayed strong.
Baddest.
The whole time.
No, look,
She never wavered.
She is the baddest motherfucker in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I think it was never afraid.
Yeah.
They couldn't get shit out of her from the torture droid. She didn't rat anybody out.
No.
You know what I mean? That was fucking. And then her entire planet gets blown up.
Yep.
And what does she do? 5 minutes later, somebody's got to save her. She leads her own rescue.
Yep.
That's a bad motherfucker right there. Cody, who would you pick? Favorite George Lucas character? Or best,
for me,
best George character. Best George Lucas.
For me, I would probably go Indiana Jones. I think it's just in terms of longevity and memorability and just in terms of being iconic, in terms of I think you can go with a lot of Star Wars characters who share the spotlight, but with Indiana Jones, you know who you've got as your lead in all of those. So
Leia, I think, is the best character in Star Wars. I had to go Indiana Jones for my favorite Lucas
that's what I went
character.
to.
Indiana Jones. Look at the three of us.
And I love Star Wars.
Love
and Han
Star
Solo's
Wars.
my favorite character in Star Wars.
Yes.
But
you gotta
Indiana
give me
Jones
Indy.
is like, fuck.
Come on.
Yeah.
It just from, and I know this wasn't Lucas's input. This was all Harrison Ford, but still, just from the shooting the guy with the sword and smiling.
Because he was sick.
The greatest, that is one of the funniest, still holds up.
I showed Colton Raiders of the Lost Ark a week ago.
Ah.
And I didn't tell him about that scene coming up, where he just shoots the guy. And he laughed out loud.
He had to have.
It's
the best.
It's a timeless scene.
It's the best. Oh, my God. So great.
Yeah.
Just said, what are you going to do? He gives him the Jordan shrug.
Yeah.
Jordan stole that shrug
Yeah.
from Indiana Jones. That was that. There we go. All right. Not a bad. Heck of a thank you, everyone, for chiming in. And then now, I mean, look, we've been rambling. Let's keep it rambling.
Keep it
Let's
ramble
start. No one entered. Like 2 people entered this, but that's okay.
fine.
2 people.
Open, close,
I mean,
and encore.
Cody didn't even know who the fuck they were. And Cody likes music.
Does he?
Oh, He's a music guy.
Damn.
He reviews
You
concerts.
shat on Pearl Jam.
Wow. Oh, that's right. He did shit on
I
Pearl.
guess because I like good music.
Oh, no.
dude.
Oh, no. Oh,
Seriously?
thank God there's 1,000
Oh.
miles between us right now. Eddie's steaming. He's hopping,
I'm
man.
hopping, man.
He's mad as words. He's mad as wind right there. Roxy Music. Grady W. Smithy says they should open with More Than This, close with Love Is a Drug, encore with Avalon. Dude, Roxy Music is the shit. I used to not give two fucks about them, and I had this turn in my late 20s. And I was always like Love Is a Drug. Yeah. And I started really listening. Man, fucking tremendous shit. Let's see. No OCE or list. I enjoy Star Wars too much to find. This is Damien Batriel says, I enjoy Star Wars too much to find 10 bad scenes. Honorable mention to I don't like sand, but in his defense, I think Lucas at that age struggled to get pussy and drew on past experience to make teen Anakin as awkward as he was.
How not to talk to women.
Yeah. Keep up all the great work. Loving Jerry's Twitch streams. Thank you. Eddie needs to get on that shit and stream some ASMR. Wash your hands. Damien Batriel, a.k.a. Damo1328. You know what's funny is his name is Damien, Damo.
Yeah.
When I saw him, I mean, oye, Damo! I went all Latino.
Oh.
And called him Damo.
Yeah.
For like, he's like, it's Day, D-A-Y.
Yeah, it's Damien.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not Damo.
But I had to go. Puro
Was he
raza.
offended you thought he was Mexican?
I hope not.
What if he was?
That
Would
would-
you still welcome him into the Ramble?
I think I would. I think it would be weird, but we need all the numbers we can get right now. Patrick Carruthers, this was tough because apparently I know 2 songs by Roxy Music, and that might be the right amount. Open with Street Life, close with More Than This, encore with Love Is the Drug. Love is a drug I'm thinking of. Oh. Let's see. Boom. Graham and Faye. Although Roxy Music certainly had a unique, almost punk feel when it came to art prog rock, I was always too well seated with Rush, Asia, Saga, etc., etc. Arguably, neither of us are big Roxy Music fans, as I don't think they really hit quite that widespread in Canada with other than More Than This, but we can still string together a 3-song set. Love Is a Drug, close with Avalon, encore with More Than This. I love that. Graham and Faye bringing the heat. Colin Maggs. No, did not have a Roxy Music from Colin. That's okay. There's another Jeremy Bienvenu. Did Jeremy Bienvenu have one? Nothing for me this week. I never heard of Roxy Music until Jerry mentioned him as a subject for next week. I got some homework to do. Hope you dig them, Jeremy. They're definitely kind of out there, but kind of cool too. I dig them, man. Gary Priest, they open with Virginia Plain. They encore with Dance Away. They close with Dance Away. Encore with 2HB. Gary Priest went deep into the Roxy Music catalog. Let's see about Dustin. Did Dustin have any? He did not. Roxy Music, never heard of him until this mission. Mission decline, hard pass. Hey, some people will feel that way about Roxy Music. Absolutely. I used to be a big-time hard pass on them. Now, fucking love them. How crazy is that, huh? I had them. Let's see. I had Roxy Music open with Do the Strand, which is off their second album.
Yeah.
Then they close with Ladytron. Encore, Love Is a Drug. Fuck yeah,
Nice.
bringing it. Could you do this one?
Yeah. I'm not a big Roxy Music
Right,
fan, but yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Love Is a Drug, open.
Boom,
Then
boom.
you close with Avalon.
Oh.
And then you encore Dance Away.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Next Ramble. Can we? Are we ready? Ramble
I don't know.
227.
I don't know. We got to do it. But
I saved this. You're wondering why. How come you didn't mention the Hall of Fame hat for 227? Well, there's a reason. Cody, can you do this? Do you think you're ready?
If I know what this is going to be, probably not.
Okay, well, what hat does Kenny Rogers wear into the song? I've sang a hit song, Hall of Fame. What song is on Kenny's hat? And I know this was probably one of the very first open close encores ever, but let's do it again. What would Kenny Rogers open close an encore with? This is gonna hurt. This is gonna fucking hurt.
I don't know if I could do that.
I don't know. None of us might be able to get through this, but we have to for him.
It's part of our healing process.
Right. He would want it, don't you think?
Well, I know he would want it. Of course he would want it.
I'm staring at that mandolin,
I know.
and I just want to pick it up and play Lucille.
I
but
know!
I know we'll all start crying, and I don't know if we want that. I don't know. Big hands were killing.
Cross from the depot.
I mean, how are we here? Please. Cody, think you'd be able to do it?
I'll do my best.
God damn it. picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. With
4 hungry children and the crops in the field.
I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time you're hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time
to leave me, Lucy. Oh, hurts every time, man.
Every time a little part of me died with Kenny,
Yeah.
right? I mean, shit.
Except Kenny was a son of a bitch in that song.
He was really. God, why did he
fucking
still
asshole,
bang her?
that's
He
all.
still fucked her. Cody,
We
you
don't
familiar-
know.
Are you
We
familiar
don't know
with
if he
Lucille,
fucked her.
Cody?
With what?
The song Lucille that we sing all the time now. Have you ever heard that outside
Oh,
of this?
No, I'm familiar with your version of it. but
Okay,
I-
so I'm gonna read you the lyrics, okay? And
Yeah,
can we figure
I
out because
pulled up right here.
were you in on this one, Cody? Did you hear we were discussing this? All right, so now I'm not gonna sing it. We'll just talk it,
Yes.
okay? And you tell me how the character that Kenny Rogers portrays in it. But that's the thing about Kenny. He could be the hero.
Yeah, the
he could
villain.
be the bad guy.
Yeah.
He
The
could
absentee
be
uncle.
the absentee uncle, the romantic island in a stream.
The guy who just wants to bang you at night and be friends during the day.
Daytime friends, nighttime lovers,
I mean-
hoping no one else discovers. What else? You know what else he
I
could
mean-
do? He could be the guy who goes and performs at some shitty bar for no money, but still has a girlfriend who supports him at home because she believes in me. I mean, come on.
I mean, he's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He's every man.
So he is. So we want you, Cody. What are your thoughts? How does Kenny Rogers, this character, a good guy or a scumbag? You ready?
Mhm.
In a bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool, she took off her ring. So already he knows she's married.
He
Right.
knows he sees prey.
He
He's
see-
like takes off the ring. It's like, okay,
You make a move then? I
He
thought
does.
I'd get closer, so I walked on over. I sat down and asked her her name.
he knows what he's doing.
When the drinks so he's getting her drunk. When the
Yeah.
drinks finally hit her, she said, "I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter and here ever after. I'm after whatever the other life brings." He sees a desperate,
Yes,
shattered, broken human.
he
In-
sees someone he can take advantage
a
of.
mark. In the mirror, I
Yes.
saw him, and I closely watched him. I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman who sat there beside me. He had a strange look on his face. The big hands were calloused. He looked like a mountain.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought
Husband
it
was
was
going to
dead.
come in. Thought he was going to kick his ass.
He started shaking. His big heart was breaking. He turned to the woman and said, "You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. 4 hungry children, crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. But this time your hurt won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me." Then,
Right.
after he left us, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how
Still getting her drunk.
Still getting her drunk.
Still getting her drunk.
I thought how she'd made him look small. From the lights of the bar room, okay, where do they go next? To a rented hotel room. We walked without talking at all. She was a beauty. but
He's carrying her stumbling,
drunk out of a
drunk,
bar to some
probably
fucking
half-conscious body
that he roofied to some
to
shit
a hotel
hotel.
room. She's not talking.
Right. And then we walked without talking at all. Yeah. Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
She
She's
was a beauty, but when she
incoherent.
came to me, she must have thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her because the words that he told her kept coming back time after time.
and they
then
repeat the chorus.
You picked a fine
But
time
then
to
the
leave.
song fades out. We don't get a third.
We don't know what happened.
We don't know what happened.
So is that one of Kenny's most morally ambiguous characters, or is that morally a bad guy?
I mean, that sounds pretty predatory.
Right?
Right?
Does he let her pass out in the hotel room and leaves her there to wake up,
I wonder.
and then he's gone? Or does
I mean,
he
he would.
you
It would
know.
be an interesting time to start being a gentleman in the grand scheme of that.
Right,
song.
Yeah.
right.
Like it's two verses about him being a gentleman, and then he's like, I guess I'll go.
I guess I'm out.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's a very
But anyway,
but
so
yeah,
that's
Kenny could be every man.
that is what we lost.
That's what we lost in
He
Kenny.
put himself
He could play every
in
man.
every character he sang.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Fuck, it's such a
Fucking rough, man.
we're hurting, man.
I should have caught that frisbee, Eddie. You know that you're going to come in here next week, and I'm just going to be. Andre will be gone. She will have left me because the
Obviously.
Kenny Rogers thing has just hit too hard, and
Yeah.
I can't function.
It's just engulfed your life.
And I'm just going to be sitting there crying, shaking, going, "I should have caught that
And
frisbee."
and you've made a frisbee out of cardboard.
Right.
And you scribbled his
I
name on it.
scribbled
And you're holding it, rocking back and forth.
I should have caught that frisbee, man.
I should have got a frisbee.
I should have caught that fucking
Everything
frisbee.
would have been different if I caught that
I
frisbee.
just should have caught that goddamn frisbee.
He'd still be here if I caught that frisbee.
Oh boy. I'm just
Reading
saying.
books and playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
This is, I mean,
Yeah, it's fucking good, dude.
tremendous. And I have to say, this might be Cody's favorite new segment. Reading books,
he's a gamer
playing
now.
video games.
Playing
Now that he's such a
video-
fucking hardcore gamer. Come on. Hi, honey.
Hey.
Hello. Hi.
Hey,
babe.
girl.
Hi, girl.
Hey, girl.
Oh my God, she's already getting
Oh,
wine.
she's already
You know why?
drinking?
You know why? Because that Scott likes her all liquored up when he comes over. Schmerelson.
Yep, Schmerelson.
He likes her all blitzed.
Schmerelson likes when she doesn't talk too much.
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Hey,
laying
just
there.
shut up and suck my prick, will you? And then she's like, yes, Mr. Schmerelson. Yes, Mr. School Board.
He's just naked with that chain on. You know he doesn't take it off.
No.
Scott. Well, everybody will know what we're talking about. And then when I watch Friday's Ramble
When
Radio.
you watch Friday's Ramble
You'll
Radio,
know what
this
we're talking about.
we're calling back to something you haven't even heard yet.
That's how next level this podcast
That's how next
is.
level we get. When you see Friday's Ramble Radio,
This will all make sense.
Will this segment ever make sense? Will this segment ever make sense? I have a feeling she's gonna hit me or something from
Yeah,
behind.
she's
I have
winding
this-
up.
I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling that that's it for me. You reading anything, Eddie?
Well, like I said, which I talk about on Friday's Ramble Radio.
Yes.
I just started rereading X Factor on Marvel Unlimited.
Loving it.
And we do a deep dive there on Ramble Fan. So if you want to hear my take so far on my 3 issues of X Factor, tune into Ramble Radio, Video Radio.
Hey,
But
there
yeah,
it
that's
is.
what I'm reading right now.
Cody?
So I decided I wanted to start getting back into reading again, and every time I do that, I need something like light and easy to kind of like kickstart everything.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I read a book that was like an oral history of The Office.
Original
so
or
it was an-
American or both?
The American. Well, there's some original stuff, but it's mostly American
Okay.
Office. So it sort of went through each season and had a bunch of interviews with cast and crew and
Nice.
actors and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I played some Madden yesterday.
Oh, how was it? This new Madden's pretty good, right?
I like it a lot. I probably need to up the skill level on it because I'm winning like 52-0.
That
in
was
these
my only
games.
problem with the Madden games is once you got the hang of it, you just squash everybody. If you're not playing online, if you're
Yeah.
just playing
Yeah.
the computer,
Yeah.
once you get the hang of it, it's okay.
Once you
enough.
find out what plays work, and yeah.
Yeah.
My buddy Vince and I were. I think I told you this Madden story, didn't I? This is Nintendo 64 era. We were all roommates, and my friends Jeff, who was also a roommate, and our friend Ben, who was not a roommate but was always one of our besties, always hanging out, right? Brothers. Ben and Jeff were playing against Vince and I in Madden.
Okay.
Vince and I had a very specific Madden policy, which was we don't punt. We
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
go
yeah.
for
I
it.
think you told me this. We never punt. You always
Never
go for it.
punted, always go for it. So, with 30 seconds left in the game, Vince and I kick a field goal, and we are going crazy celebrating, and we weren't being ironic. Because that meant that we lost 114-3. We broke the shutout. So we were legit victorious, thinking that we ended. We were like, we didn't get shut out. It was like 114-3. That is how awful.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, we. That's right. We didn't get shut out, motherfuckers. And I think Ben and Jeff were like annoyed that they didn't shut us out. Like they were like a little annoyed.
Well, if you rack up 114 to nothing, and the clock's ticking down,
You think you have it.
you kind of want to keep it.
You kind of want to keep that shutout.
Yeah.
But they were. It was funny because for that brief 3 seconds, we kind of did win. And they were like, "What?" And then they were like, "Oh yeah, we still scored 114, so never mind." So yeah, that was. Patrick Crothers says, reading Grendel versus a Shadow. Grendel gets transported back to 1930s New York City and faces off with the Shadow as Grendel tries to take over the mafia families. That sounds good. Playing The Witcher 3, I finished the main story, got the good ending with Yen. Now I'm working on the DLC. Oh my God, bro, the fucking DLC, Blood and Wine. When you get to Blood and fucking Wine, if that's the first DLC when you're doing the Blood, oh my God.
What is it?
The Witcher 3.
Oh.
That Cody, is that on sale? Witcher 3.
I'd have to look.
I'm telling you, buddy, that is.
I think I might have bought it for Steam for my.
I think
NVIDIA
you did.
Show.
I think you did. I remember you did that. That is Breath of the Wild, Witcher 3. Those are my favorite games ever. Oh my god, dude, I can't wait. There's a scene at a tavern in Witcher 3 that involves a wooden spoon, and my god, when you get there, Patrick, that was the only time I've shrieked in horror watching a video game. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, it was fucking. And I think that character, and remember we talked about this at E3 last year, I think that character is going to be Keanu's character in Cyberpunk. And the guy from CD Projekt Red just kind of grinned and said, I can neither confirm or deny that. So I'm like, holy shit, I called it. I'm wondering. So he's finished recently watching Star Wars Rebels, The Witcher Show, Lock and Key. All three are worth the time. Watching Tiger King, Secession, Avenue 5, Picard, and the 90s X-Men cartoon. Fuck yeah. I've been watching Tiger King with Andrea. We finished that. I can't wait for this Finders Keepers that Cody was talking about. Cody, will you please give a quick Finders Keepers recap? Because I don't think we were recording when you talked about that one. Were we?
Yeah. So this movie's on Amazon for anyone to watch. So it's basically a documentary about a guy who goes to an auction. There's a storage shed being auctioned, and he purchases it. And he's looking around, and inside a grill, he finds a human leg that's been mummified. So this guy is he's got kind of a desire to be famous. So he starts making like a roadside attraction of showing the leg for money, and he calls himself the Footman or whatever. And so what you find out is that this leg actually belongs to a guy who's like a recovering drug addict who lost his leg in a plane crash, I believe. And once he figures out what's happening, he gets into a legal battle with the other guy for possession of said leg.
Fucking amazing. Fucking
yeah, it's if you like King of Kong and that kind of thing, and even Tiger King, I think it's because it's like about an eccentric Southern weirdo, and it's like only 80 minutes long. It's really quick, but it's incredible. It was my number 7 favorite movie of 2015.
Oh,
my top 10
nice.
list.
All right.
So it's really great.
Oh, I'm excited. So there we go. Finders Keepers. Because you had a really funny point about everybody going on and on about Tiger King. You're like, these people have just never seen a documentary, right? Like,
Yeah.
Because that is true. Most documentaries are just about these fucking white trash psychos.
Yeah, most interesting documentaries that people talk about are like they're train wrecks.
Yeah,
just watching
they're
train
just-
wrecks.
yeah,
you're like,
it's-
this is real.
This fucking. You know what a really good one was? Interesting one, kind of sad, but it was a documentary about digital gaming. It was called Not for Resale. And the only sad part is they show all these like retro game stores, and then like during the credits, they're like, "Oh yeah, this store closed. That store shut its doors for good. They shut this." Like, God damn, that was. But I mean, I'm really excited for this Finders Keepers. I really want to see this one. All right, so yeah, I'm reading the Witcher book still.
Yeah.
Playing Spider-Man. I got to my favorite scene in the game.
What?
Is the scene in the Grand Central Terminal, I think, where Osborn is having his little trade show.
Oh yeah.
And you're Mary Jane,
Yeah,
and you're
sneak around.
telling Spider-Man who to fucking take
and he's
that.
gotta take him out secretly.
Fucking bad. And
Yeah.
then it just cuts, and now you're. Oh, that was
good.
awesome.
That's a good episode.
So it says
Scene.
I'm 70% done now with Spider-Man,
Okay.
and then of course I've been playing Animal Crossing, trying to get the stringfish because it's gone after March, beginning of April.
Better get it.
Stringfish is no longer in those rivers. I gotta catch that motherfucker. Doom Eternal is such fucking over the top, stupid, dumb fun.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Super Mario World for the Twitch
Nice,
TV. Yeah,
nice.
Twitch TV. Twitch.tv/Retro Rocha if y'all want to see me. And a lot of Ramblers have jumped on, and thank you for that.
Nice.
It's been fun. And they've all laughed at how bad. Oh, my God. Some of the deaths. Oh, Jesus. I had one. I was on Yoshi, and I had the cape so you could kind of float a little
Yeah.
bit, but I missed a jump completely, and I just floated on Yoshi, just sank to my death while floating. And it really was like that scene in Neverending Story when the horse just sinks, you know? Like, that's what I was like. I was like, Artax! Like, it was just like, yeah. It was fucking... Okay, is that maybe the most traumatic... I don't know what's more traumatic, the horse sinking in Neverending Story or the girl turning into the robot in Superman 3. But
Ooh, fuck.
those are the two scenes, I think,
Those
that
stuck with me.
Stuck the fuck with me.
I think the girl in Superman 3 turning into a robot
Was rough.
haunted me for months.
The fact that a horse wanted to die was so fucking depressing. The horse was like, nope, I'm good. I'm just, nah. Oh, that hit so
Yeah.
hard. Because who didn't love Artax, right?
I know.
And then it's just, he's just, come on, boy, come on. And then he just starts crying. It was like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
bad.
rough.
That's
the
hard.
horse just letting itself sink to death.
But those robot eyes on that fucking
The
chick.
robot eyes in the chick. It's oof. All right, Cody. Scene in your youth that traumatized the fuck out of you from a pretty G to PG rated movie, and you were like, God damn.
Yeah, and not faces melting in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right.
That fucked everybody up.
Yeah, that's action. We're talking like never-ending stories of fucking kids
Yeah,
movie.
Superman 3.
Superman 3 is a kids movie, and Jesus, when she turned into the robot, and when that fucking horse sank.
This is actually pretty easy for me.
Oh, go for it.
Which is, it's actually the Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah.
There's that super freaky ass scene. I think is it the air conditioner or the vacuum cleaner? One of the two, and there's like a clown in it.
Oh, jeez.
It's fucking weird as hell. That movie really traumatized me as a kid.
Dude, when
all around.
yeah, when the kid's parents blew up and time banded at the end.
Yeah.
That stuck with me for some reason.
That was rough.
I was like, oh fuck, he's an orphan now.
Yeah, that was rough. That was fucking time.
His
I
whole
forgot
house got
about
blown
that.
up.
I forgot about
And then his
the time.
parents die.
They were in there.
Well, they open up the thing and they
Yep.
what is this? And he's like, don't touch it,
Don't
and then
touch
boom,
it,
and they go.
That was fucking ooh, yeah.
I'm like, that
Jesus.
stuck with me. That one.
And Time Bandit's very much a kid's kind
Yeah.
of a, fuck. But dude, that Artax just letting itself die, that was fuck. I'd still get broken up over that. Fuck, that was rough. All right, there we go. Cody, what do you play? Where did tell you playing Madden? You're playing what you were playing a game yet or no? Jedi?
Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Or not, or Jedi Fallen Order. I'm
hell
trying
yeah.
to do that, and then I'm playing. I just started playing old Legend of Zelda last night on the Switch.
The best.
Just to
Done. But the old school.
Yeah, the original,
The first
yeah.
one. Oh man, so great. Did you remember anything? You're like, oh, I know where that secret is over
a
there.
little bit. I got to the dead end with the 4 trees.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
And I remember the lady when you go down there. The lady's like, "Pay me and I'll talk."
Yep.
And then I was like, I forgot that you had to do the middle one. I went
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll give her 50 because that's
Right,
probably
right,
She's like,
right.
Wow, you're rich. I'm like, you fucking
fucking
cunt.
asshole. You
fucking
ripped me
bitch.
off, you piece of
So
shit.
then I went, and then I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, oh, what was it? And then Colton's like, do the 10. And I'm like, all right. And then she's like, well, that's not enough to talk or whatever she says.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's fucking 30.
She's a piece of shit.
And then she gives me the directions.
She's
on
a real
30.
piece of
Yeah,
shit.
She's a real
cunt.
Real cunt. Forgot about that.
Very nasty woman.
Nasty
very
woman.
nasty,
Nasty
woman.
question
Very
by
nasty.
nasty
They're very
woman.
nasty
I'm a
things.
fucking prick face.
I'm really tough, but don't ask me any nasty questions. But I'm so tough, real tough. But don't ask me anything that hurts my feelings. All right. Oh, shout out time. Isn't that exciting?
That is very exciting.
We get to
Can you
promote
hear
shit at
us?
the end of shout
We're
out.
shouting out to you.
Like our T Public store, which you could go to right now.
Yes.
And buy. Are all those pillows on the way?
They're all on the way.
That pillow's on the way.
They're on the way.
Strabeck shirts on the way.
Yes.
The screw job is ended. The prizes are on the way. We got it, baby. Yeah. So there we go. You ready for this? D.D. Johnson, Daniel Kuhn, the Eric Butts, John Fields Art, Beer the Reaper, Kaiser Monroe, Owl Oral Rim, followers of Shesmu, Scott Prince, Graham Edmondson, Leon Edelman, Rick Braun, Daniel 673, Reed Dixon, Retro Rocket Entertainment, Coppin with Comic, Elizabeth Flores, Jason Tully, The Real Zelly, Cool Gramps XRP, Eddie Pants Fan Club, Captain Robin Dash Windsor, The Pirate Cats, Daryl Hefferman, David McGinn, Teresa 1025, Christopher Haskell, George Olivos, Jason Peak, Macatrell 77, Blinky Blake, Jamie Warner, Get the Unspecial on Netflix, The Ultimate Rabbit, Davis, a.k.a. Your Grandma's Pussy, Alec Vasquez, Colin Mag, C. White 400, Play With It Podcast, Adam Krass, Darren Butler, Michael S. Miller, Jeff Watts, Jim Key, Taylor Johnston, Rich Morrissey, Nick Payne, Renzel 3, Night Moves Differently, Ken Rivera, Richard Miller, David Garcia, Jose Gonzalez, Joe, Big Daddy Joe 34, Bay TW Podcast, Ray Tolius, Kingsley 28, Eric Ben 10, The Real Danny Mary, Scarecrow, a.k.a. James Weaver, and Outlaw Torn, Nick Sharp, Sephora Sean, Near Romero, Kenny Todd 215, Reverend N. Daddy, Darrell Sanchez, Vanderveer Von Huddleston, Michael B. Smith, Big Timmy 87, Gary Priest, Middle Age Crazy Podcast, Tammy Lee Ramsdell, Frank Montez, SRW 92381, Pax and Breaks, Lauren Silence, Neho Young, Coy Bennett James, Jeffrey A.K. J. Backo 01, Gil Gaslam, The Thick White Duke, T. Garrett Pearson, Senor Peligro, Podescue Podcast, Interzone Podcast, CJ Pendragon, Yours 126, 6, Satiralicious, Cordelia, Lucas Guerra, JD, Red 5 standing by, Rob Verney, Chris O'Shoke, Nathan Wallace, Shane Power, Michael Martinez, Wendy May, Steve Darcy, Gray Ray, Sean Williams, William Harris, Ryan McNabb, Brandon Feltner, Pod Mode with Brandon and Jay, Cam Sempers, Dave Van Walton, Chris McDermott, M. Bella 66, Steve Wynn 3068, Chris Chug Hughes, Daniel Holland, Josh Kovac, Trent Unruh, J6K9, Graham Gray Arnold, Cathal McAlnery, Manny Avalar, Bradley John Eaglefeather, Joseph Taz, Go Away 723, Amador Gonzalez, Stephen Nicky G 23220, J Reading 1013, Fred Johnson, Todd C, aka DJ Retod, Lord Helmet, Aang Gook, Phil Sargent, Sean Williams, Mock Toys, Scarecrow 219, aka Adam K, Jimmy Salgado, All of Us Pod, Assorted Goods Pod, Hubeniso Estrada, Oscar Nunez, Joe Mo for Show, Sean Smith, Stacey Avelia, CJ, aka M Blade, Kyle Cook, aka The Grindfather, Andy Hinsman, Graham Moore, Eric Nye, Justin Brown, Stacey Gonzalez, Jack Beams, Chris Fabo, Chris Wabakaba, Chris Bell, Kevin Couch, Cherry Lancheray, Charles Phillips, aka Chaz Hayes, The Game Fanatics, Burr Martin, Gary Cundle, Darren Butler, Shelby Console, Plastic Prison, Kelly Riddle, KT, Chris Baronsmeyer, aka GoCast Chris B, Glamis Jamie, Storm Raven, Yeeman Yaman, Bots Hawks, Grim Shredder, Drunk Eddie Stotts, Eddie's Ghost Hams, Robin Maloney, Damian Bottriell, Joe Milne, Bramar, Chad Saliu, Sean Ryan, Lisa Marie Miller, Joey Pohl, Gemma from the Talking Console Podcast, Andy Barr, James, Dan Beavers, aka G Virus Dan, Nath Kendall, aka The Joker, Austin Long, Adrian Pena, aka Texas Pookie 71, Gamer Girl Deluxe Singway Slave, Big Timmy 87, John Broccolo, Steve Cosante, aka Midnight Smoke, Patrick Abon Frisco, Jason Shear, Matt the Rat, Mad Monkey, Sebero Brevel, E. Viegas, Justin Schroeder, Jeremy Benview, Patrick Crothers, Tim Dawson, Brian Withers, Steve Rogers, Will Wilkins, John Mick II, Ian Goldsmith, Rico GZ, Iris 0, 1980, Bearded Nerd, Mike Driscoll, 3D, Big Daddy, Jimmy V, Ulysses Atkins, Sonic, aka Mercy, Dahlem, Stets, my legitimate Scottish cousin McGregor, Stets, the king of the barbecue sauce, Dave Strebeck, the Hall of Famer, first ballot, the Devastator, Joe Capone, Nico Brown, Steph Infection, Poltron, Aaron, Bridger from Long Island, Adam Clambert, JM, J Mitch, The Bird, Stapia, Nickel, Rickelman, Grady W. Smithy III, Chris and Cassie Effect, Graham and Faye, Sam Martinez, David S. Gutierrez, David Erky Chavez, Becky Cinderling, Brie Pena, and Brian Boo Stamontes. Boo Stamontes. Thank you all for making the Ramble part of your lives, your loves, your everythings. Cody, where can all the good folk find you?
You can find me at Cinesnob Cody on Twitter, Cinesnob Podcast, and I watched Captain America: The First Avenger last night, so Re-MCU is coming back this week.
Ooh, baby, hell yeah. Eddie, you can hear him 5 days a week.
5 days a week on Patreon.com on The Ralph Report, and 5 days a week on Radio.com Swings and Misses.
Bam.
Yeah.
Of course, you have us on The Ramble. Every Monday, I do the Smug Nerd with Eddie.
Yes.
Every day, I try to twitch.tv/retro, twitch.tv/retro rocha. And pretty please subscribe to my YouTube channel where I have my Retro Rocha gaming channel. Every other Thursday, I do that one. Tomorrow, I'll be doing The Adventures of Dr. Franken. It's a fucking wild-ass Super Nintendo game, so please come check that out. And we're on Spotify, Pandora, Sirius XM. You can buy our CDs on iTunes. Please buy them. Give those 5-star ratings, positive text reviews. Stay safe out there, everybody. Wash your fucking hands.
Yes.
Social distance. Listen to the experts, not that fucking orange dipshit with the wig. So there we go. All right, and we love you guys. And now it's time. The time everyone is waiting
time
for.
of the show where we rank the top 10.
Take it away, Eddie.
Wow. Good.
Jesus
Good
Christ,
shit,
man.
Good shit, man.
Wow. Do you ever just go, that's me? Do you ever just listen and go, man, that's me?
It's sort of out of body, sort of. It's like
Is
I'm
it?
sort of watching a concert.
Sure. Okay. All right. Wow.
Not really.
Man.
It doesn't register. It's me.
This is a tough one. Top 10 scenes in Star Wars that I can't fucking stand. Cody, could you do this? No, right?
No, he said no.
No, I can't, unfortunately.
There's not one scene you didn't. There's had to be a million scenes.
You have
hate.
one scene?
They would all be collected from. I don't think that it's fair to do having never seen the prequels.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
where
smart.
a majority of mine come from.
That's where most of mine are from. Next Ramble 227. It's with a heavy heart. Top 10.
Oh, boy.
We're completing the trifecta. Top 10 Kenny Rogers songs. I know we've probably done that before, but we could do it every week.
Yeah, you really could.
And so we're gonna open, close. What hat would Kenny Rogers? What song does Kenny Rogers wear to the I Sang a Hit Hall of Fame?
Now, I'm just throwing this out there as
Yeah.
a tribute to Kenny
Sure.
Rogers. A set of this of what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
You can shoot it down. Should we just put up a hour and 20-minute empty ramble, just like silent ramble for an hour and 20 minutes? We could all just listen to nothing for an hour and 20 minutes.
I think you've solved it.
Would that be more appropriate for
I think it would.
Ramble 227?
Yes, for Kenny. I mean, you know what's funny is this should have been a Sherman Helmsley ramble. Ramble
Right.
227 should have been a tribute to the great because he was in 227. When he was
Marla
start-
Gibbs was.
Marla Gibbs. That's
Not
right.
Sherman Hemsley. This is where she moved out and started.
That's right.
Yes.
So it was Marla Gibbs.
I don't think it was actually a true spinoff. I think it was just her thing.
Jack Hay. This
Jack
is
Hay.
going to be a Jack Hay tribute.
227 with
227.
Marla Gibbs and her family.
Yes. So it wasn't a spinoff of
I don't think it was. I always
of-
thought it was. It was just the maid that she played on the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
Lived and started her own life. But I
Right.
think it's a separate show.
They just went
I think
separate.
it's a new character.
All right. So the 227
It
should have been
been
about Jack Hay.
Marla Gibbs.
Marla Gibbs and Jack Hay
Yeah.
Ramble.
That's what
But
it should have been.
Now it's going to have
But
to
we'll
be.
have to wait until Ramble 2,227 to do that. Sorry, if you're waiting for that, just hold on
God.
for another 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to feel bad, by the way, if every kid at that, because we talk about this on Fridays, I believe, Ramble Radio, if every kid in that university is already dead, and then we're like, fuck
At
'em.
Liberty University.
Yeah, and we had that whole,
Yeah, we did go off.
we did had our,
But you know what?
I
If you're gonna be
say, let them crash.
They bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting
Oh,
into.
fuck.
I say, let them crash.
I just hope those 19 kids are safe.
I hope everybody
But
survives
I do
it,
hope
but,
everyone sneezed on Fallout.
But deliberate willful ignorance
That's
is
tough.
unacceptable.
I know. And I hope they all sneezed on Fallout.
I hope they did.
I hope they all took a piss on
I
him.
hope they did too.
Just pissed in his fucking mouth. All right, Grady W. Smithy III. Oh, boy. I'm going to try to avoid this being nothing but me bashing J.J. Abrams, but I make no promises because I'm still pissed at how far out of his way Abrams went to shit all over The Last Jedi. I mean, hey, I still loved Rise of Skywalker, but you're right. Last Jedi is my favorite of the new ones.
Yes, me too.
Number 10, literally every scene in the holiday special that did involve the animated Boba Fett, Art Carney, or B. Arthur. Number 9, Yoda and Dooku's duel, because having Yoda turn into Sonic the fucking Hedgehog was just dumb as hell. Number 8, the final battle in Episode 1 where the good guys win because Jar Jar is doing his step-and-fetch-it slapstick bullshit and Anakin button mashes a Trade Federation flagship to death. Number 7, the Death Stick scene with Elan Sleaze Bagano, worst Star Wars character ever. Death Stick, seriously. Number 6, when the Knights of Ren, who JJ built up to be huge badasses, all job out to Kylo. Fuck you, JJ Abrams. Number 5, when C-3PO gets all of his memory back after they made such a huge deal of how there was no coming back from if they did a factory reset on him. Of all the things JJ set up as irreversible and then just shrugged and walked back, this was the most insulting to the audience's intelligence, so fuck you, JJ Abrams. Number 4, when Abrams brought in a new character just so that he could get rid of Rose Tico. Fuck JJ Abrams for all the ways he went out of his way to shit on The Last Jedi in general, and fuck J.J. Abrams for this in particular. Number 3, Greedo shooting first in the special edition of the original Star Wars. Han shooting first, but only after he tried to talk his way out, establishes that he's a survivor who tries to always put himself first, but that he's got at least some kind of a code he lives by. Having Greedo shoot first but miss, even though his blaster is pointing straight at Han's chest, makes Greedo cartoonishly inept and insults the audience's intelligence. Fuck you, George. I'm not
It
bitter.
makes no goddamn sense.
None at all.
It makes zero sense.
Number 2, when Rise of Skywalker revealed that Rey's lightsaber was intact without even trying to explain how she put it back together or built a new one. I've already said it. I'll say it again. Fuck J. Abrams for this steaming pile of bantha shit. Number 1, the scene where we get told that Padme died off screen from being sad. Because dying of sad is a steaming pile of
She lost her
bantha
will
shit.
to live.
She lost her will to live. That happens in the prequels, Cody.
Wow.
Natalie Portman's character dies because she's sad.
Off screen?
Off screen. Dies off screen after she gives birth to Luke and Leia and names them.
Yes.
Luke.
Leia.
Leia. Or who was first? Luke, right? Luke.
Luke's first.
It's a girl. Leia.
It was completely set up in the novels and some of the powers that the Emperor had to explain why she died, and they could have done it in like a sentence or two.
Right.
That the Emperor pulled the life force from Padme and used that to save Anakin and create Darth Vader.
Right.
They could have totally done that.
Instead,
And he just fucking goes
she
right.
died of sadness.
She dies
of a broken heart.
of a broken heart. She lost the will to live.
She lost the will to live. Who the fuck, Luke? You just have 2 fucking kids.
That's not enough to live for.
Fucking irresponsible piece of shit, but some fucking
Like,
emo piece of shit dumps you.
One line. Just
Oh,
say
fuck.
and have the Emperor draw in her life force to save Anakin.
Right. She could go fuck Obi-Wan. Anyway.
Yeah.
Patrick Crothers. Number 10, Leia flies through space. Number 9, Olive Cantubite. Number 8, Anakin and his friends before the pod race. Number 7, the Jabba Palace Band in the special edition of Return of the Jedi. Number 6, Dex's Diner. Number 5, Qui-Gon explains midi-chlorians. Number 4, C-3PO on the battle droid assembly line. Number 3, Anakin slaughters the Sand People. Number 2, any romance scene with Anakin and Padme. And number 1, Greedo shoots first. Thanks for the funny. Stay safe. PC, Pat Carruthers. PC.
I didn't mind Anakin slaughtering the Sand People.
That was all right.
Because that kind of sets up why they're terrified of Obi-Wan Kenobi in Episode 4.
Yeah.
Because it's that hooded figure
fuck
running,
this
walking over.
motherfucker.
There's that
one of these guys
legend of
killed
that
all of
hooded
us.
figure
Who killed all of
that
us.
killed the whole tribe. So that one
Yeah.
never bothered me.
I'm with you on that. Graham and Faye, number 10, Jar Jar Binks. This seems like it should be omitted, but I can't build this list without mentioning Jar Jar Binks. Now, with that being said, as much as I was not a fan of the character, as he didn't just seem to fit the classic sci-fi genre, you cannot deny it. If you show younger kids a Phantom Menace, they love him. More and more as time moves on, those retro glasses I see the franchise through are clearly tainted by my youthful memories of the original trilogy. Nitpicker's note, as a related gripe, I think JJ has missed an opportunity by not having a statue of Darth Binks in the background during the Rise of Skywalker finale on Exegol. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been amazing.
If it was just all that scene is done so serious, and then there's like a picture of him like sticking his ears in it, sticking his thumbs in his ears and sticking his tongue out, that would have been great.
Listen, not having no booba.
Number 9, Attack of the Clones, the awkward love scene between Anakin and Padme, or in retrospect, pretty much any of those creepy scenes. Number 8, The Force Unleashed. Starkiller is able to basically bitch slap a Star Destroyer out of the sky. Maybe it's time to dial it back just a wee bit now. Even Yoda had to concentrate to focus to lift an X-Wing. Number 7, no medal for Chewbacca after Battle of Yavin. Even as a kid, that always kind of stuck out to me. Number 6, Star Wars, a special edition. The retouch scene with Han Solo talking to Jabba the Hutt in front of the Falcon in the hangar bay and Han stepping on his tail. It was another example of how George tasked the ILM group to try to test out some of their CGI prowess on old original cut footage. It just sticks out like a sore thumb and undermines the threat of just how dangerous a space crime lord should be feared. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because he's terrified of the fucking guy.
Yeah.
But he's stepping on him.
He steps on his tail.
Why couldn't they? I know you had a different actor, but why can't they just put a fucking hologram of Boba, of Jabba, right there? Right? I mean, and then have all this fucking.
Well, I remember watching them do a documentary on why they did it, because in the film he walks behind the actor.
Because it was just
and
a
they're
big dude.
And they're like, well, how do we make this work? Because
Right.
Jabba has a tail. He's like, oh, we'll have him step. We'll raise the image up like he stepped on his tail. I'm like, so Jabba's now a cartoon figure that's just
so
that's not
dumb.
That wouldn't have him killed instantly.
So fucking stupid. He would have been dead in a second.
Yeah.
Number 5, Return of the Jedi, the new musical masterpiece sequence at Jabba's Palace of Sice Noodles. Rewatching it just gets more vile with age. Number 4, the midi-chlorians. They just seem forced and without much thought. After all, we all know that the Star Wars universe is bound together with duct tape and not mini Fraggle rocks coursing through your bloodstream. Number 3, Han shoots first. It angers me every time this is digitally retouched. There seems to always be some brand new George's social justice flavor of the week to this scene. As of the latest Disney Plus version, they have it altered yet again.
Yeah, they shot at the
They
same
both
time.
shoot at the same time, and I have old high-def satellite ripped version of the complete original untouched trilogy, which aired on Turner Classic Movies a couple of decades ago. They're still the best version. Can't wait for the eventual Blu-ray digital releases. Number 2, Star Wars: A Christmas Special. Enough said. Number 1, the entire Casino Planet scene from The Last Jedi. Seriously, you could have chopped this out of the total story arc and gained 30 minutes of your life back, or better yet, added more actual tangible story elements, i.e. the Knights of Ren. Stay safe, fellow Ramblers. Why not just hang out at home and submit lists to the Ramble instead? That's right.
There you go.
Ramble off.
Do it.
Graham and Faye from Winnipeg, eh?
Graham and Faye.
That's good, huh?
I like
Fuck yeah. Let's see who else we got. Oh, shit. I just closed the email.
Dude.
And now I reopen.
All right.
The magic
Crisis averted.
of technology. Colin Maggs, Leia Poppins, the look of the original Sarlacc pit, the whole Codebreaker story in Last Jedi through the point of view of how their weapon makers profiting was a great idea. It was handled terribly with space fins. Number 7, Dex's Diner. Number 6, Jabba's Band. Number 5, meeting young Anakin in the Phantom Menace. So wooden. Number 4, meeting the Gungans. Number 3, the Sand speech. Number 2, Anakin and Padme love montage on the fucking pair. Number 1, screw the Attack of the Clones up to the arena fight. Oof. Side note, the weak-ass fart at the end of a shit is better than Kiss during the dying months of WCW. They actually played live, and a wrestler was introduced based on the Kiss demon. I didn't know that.
I probably stopped watching at that point.
Stay safe, guys, and keep smiling. We'll beat this shit. From the man who thought Kenny Rogers' roaster was a reference to his favorite sexual act, Colin Maggs, the UK Rambler. Thank you, buddy. Stay safe as well, my friend. Man, and thank you for the list. Jeremy Bienvenu, Luke and Leia kissing. Kylo Ren's temper tantrum, bare-chested Kylo Ren, Leia Supermaning through space, C-3PO's head on the Separatist droid body. That whole scene was stupid as hell. Darth Maul's death. He looked like a badass, and I wanted so much more for him in the live action than what we got. Any scene with Jar Jar, but specifically when he tries to steal the food and it hits Sebulba. Admiral Akbar's unceremonious death. He should have had Holdo's death in The Last Jedi. The stupid fucking sand scene. Hayden Christensen's acting is normally shit in the prequels, but it was extra abysmal here. Actually, I take that back. Every romantic scene with Anakin and Padme, it's all shit.
Yes.
And number one word says it all. No.
Oh, I know.
Thanks for everything you guys do to take everyone's mind off the shit going on in the world. As someone who's still working the front lines at a grocery store, oh my God, be safe,
be
Jeremy.
safe, bud.
It's nice to be able to come home and have something to enjoy watching and listening to that I know will make me laugh. Whether it's the Ramble, Retro Rocha, Smug Nerd, Ramble Radio, any of Eddie's 98 podcasts. Thank you all for it. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate the love, buddy. It's very kind, and heck of a list too. Has anyone?
No, not my
No.
trifecta. No.
Gary Priest, I'm haunted by the kiss scene. I'm haunted by just how bad HC was in this scene. Blame bad acting, bad directing, bad dialogue. Maybe just blame the entire romantic arc that doesn't work, which is the same when it's the backbone of the whole prequel trilogy. Yeah, I'm haunted by the kiss. Oof. I'll see you in hell from the Empire. Refer to Eddie Pence for more details. Number 8, every scene where Anakin is called Annie. Way to emasculate a guy. I think this might be the real reason he switched to the dark side. If Padme called him AK or Skywalker or dude, the universe may have been a very different place. Obi-Wan wanders around Kamino, a.k.a. Planet Exposition, with that long neck alien. The Nerf herder scene. Even a great actor like Ford can't save this clunky-ass shit scene. Every scene where a bad guy says no over and over. Are you an angel scene from Phantom Menace? The kid actor didn't deserve any of the shit he got after the movie, but that scene is just awful. Number 3, the interminable underwater chase in Phantom Menace. Yes, there's always a bigger fish. We get it, George. Number 2, Force Ghost at the end of Return of the Jedi. Always dumb. Add in a CGI Hayden Christensen to replace Tubby Anakin, and it pretty much sums up what we can expect from both the revised versions of the originals and the shit shows that are the prequels. Bad taste, poor choices, too much CGI. Number 1, when Han says, "May the Force be with you," before he leaves in OG Star Wars. Awkward, forced, and totally out of character. I've hated this scene for 40 years. Great content as always. You guys are the soundtrack to my lockdown. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary Priest. That's fucking very kind of you. Appreciate it, man. Dustin Jacobs, what does he have to say? Number 10, Boba Fett overall arc. Could have been much cooler. Instead, he's a clone that dies in a random way. Number 2, R2 can fly now in episode 2? Sure. Number 8, Force Awakens being a beat-for-beat remake of A New Hope. JJ is great at copy and paste, but I've seen this movie before. Number 7, Darth Maul getting cut in half. Terrible story decision. Terrible marketing, merchandise, direction. Number 6, most of episode 1 save for Darth Maul's awesomeness. An incredibly racist movie, and no one asks for Child Vader or a zippity-doo-dah buddy Jar Jar. Also, Puppet Yoda looks like shit. Yeah.
Puppet Yoda looked awful.
Puppet
I don't know how ILM couldn't come up with
a better.
the better Puppet Yoda when they had the original Puppet Yoda.
Yep. Number 5, hot opinion here. All of Rogue One except for the Vader annihilating scene. Who cares? Yawn. Number 4, when Padme tells Anakin right before they're about to die in episode 2 that she loves him. Awful timing. Fuck you after you survive. Duh. The love story was so incredibly awkward and forced. Number 3, you're breaking my heart. Natalie, I fucking love her, but her acting, dialogue, both of which are on George Lucas, is horrendous. Yeah. To be fair, only Harrison really escapes the bad acting in Star Wars directed by Lucas. Number 2, every scene in Rise of Skywalker. All of it abysmal. Number 1, no. What could have been the best scene of the prequels became the absolute worst and a huge letdown. I have no doubt this is a primary scene that ruined Star Wars for many fans pre-Disney. Well, there we go. Did anyone get yours?
No.
Same here. Nobody matched my trifecta, which is a bummer. Cody, I bet they got yours. Somebody get yours.
Get them all?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I was looking at my non-existent list in real time. Yeah.
He was gaming while you were reading.
He was gaming. He was having the Astros beat the Dodgers over and over and over and over.
And doing it fair and square and just being like, yeah, this was legit. Guys.
Yeah, this is legit. This is legit. My number 10.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Yoda Dooku fight. I don't think it holds up later.
It doesn't. No.
It doesn't. And it was.
I agree with you on that.
It was so stupid. He would have mopped the floor with him.
Yeah.
Yoda would have mopped the floor with that fucking guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't like sand. That was my. That scene is just.
Oh God!
I mean, like they said before, any scene between those two,
yes,
in that movie could have been tied for the worst scene in the history of Star Wars.
My number 9 from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
young Boba Fett. How annoying!
God.
Yeah, Dad, fire! Yeah, get it, Dad, get it. This guy's supposed to be a badass. Go fuck yourself.
The initial meeting with Jar Jar Binks when Qui-Gon runs into him, and then they have the whole.
Oh, so bad. How great would that have been if Qui-Gon, okay, enough with you, just chopped him in half. Like, enough of this.
Cuts his head off.
My number 8. Where's Padme? No.
That's my number 8. That's my number 8.
We
no.
always with the no.
The fucking no.
Oh, God.
That's my number 8. Yeah.
No, my number 7. Dex's Diner.
My number 7 is when Lucas redid the special edition after the prequels are finished, after Revenge of the Sith. Like this is when he did the Blu-ray edition.
Yeah, yeah.
He added in at the end after when Vader goes to throw Palpatine down the shaft, and he goes and he takes the same no from the prequels and goes no. When the original trilogy, it was just Vader silent,
and you knew what he was thinking.
You knew exactly what he was thinking
through a helmet. That's how good the shot was.
That's how great everything leading up to that moment was. You knew exactly what he was thinking by just him looking at both directions.
Yes,
you didn't need anything.
You didn't need him to go no,
and he laid that stupid no under it.
It was so
and
fucking
it ruined
dumb.
that scene.
So fucking bad. Jesus fucking
I don't
Christ.
understand. Like. For the life of me, that's basic filmmaking, and I don't understand how George Lucas decides to put the no on that. And he didn't do it in the original special edition.
Right.
It wasn't until later
on. The later one, I remember. It's like, Cody, the scene you loved in Rise of Skywalker with at the end with Kerry Russell and Oscar Isaac.
That silent bit
Imagine if instead he goes, "Do you want to kiss? Should we kiss now?"
And she's like,
"No."
And
he's like,
and
he goes, "Oh, okay." That is how that room. You know what I mean? That is what they did. Because have you seen Return of the Jedi? You probably have, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That scene where Vader, he's conflicted. He sees the Emperor killing his
hitting
kid,
hitting Luke with all the lightning,
and he's thinking, "Okay, fuck it. I'm
going to
save my kid." And then they added the no.
Oh God! I every time I watch it, I cringe.
It's awful
because it was such a great scene,
and
he just fucked it up for no reason.
My number 6, Qui-Gon explaining midi-chlorians.
It's bad.
Can the Force just be magic?
Just be magic.
Do you have to have shit in your bloodstream that gives you the? Oh fuck!
Oh, Lucas lost his mind. My number 6, Han shot first.
Oh,
that fucking hate that.
Yeah,
that's is bad. Yeah. I hate that as much as I hate the no.
My number 5, the space camel farting before the pod race. Enough with the farting.
My number 5, Dex's Diner.
My number 4, the Jar Jar Binks three-stooging his way through that final battle in Phantom Menace.
Oh yeah, that's bad. A lot of Buster Keaton references in that one.
Yep.
Or Harold Lloyd.
Yeah, it was Buster Keaton, I think, right? With the clock tower thing when he's hanging on.
Well, that's Harold Lloyd.
That was Harold Lloyd. That's right. So it was Harold Lloyd.
I think it's a
yeah.
And then Buster Keaton rolled right down the hill with the boulders coming at him. I think that's Buster Keaton.
And it was so awful. Fucking, we don't need that.
My number 4 is Jabba the Hutt in the New Hope, the animated, when they put him in that scene. It's fucking stupid.
Number 3 for me, Greedo shooting first.
My number 3 is, are you a space angel?
My number 2, when they're fucking having romance riding on space pigs in Attack.
And he falls off, and she's like,
"Hey, are you dead?
Did you die falling off a space pig?
Did that space pig throwing you 2 inches? Did that
kill you? Did a space pig kill a Jedi?" My number 2 is the scene before Padme and Anakin get wheeled out into the arena before they try to execute him, and that whole I've been dying a little day ever since that kiss.
Brutal.
Oh, so fucking
brutal.
The dialogue, I couldn't imagine being a young actor and giving that dialogue to perform.
And not killing yourself afterwards.
And then getting no direction from George Lucas, because he's notorious for not giving direction.
Do what you want. Oh,
couldn't imagine. And then it's all on green screen.
On green screen. You're standing in a room, you're not even out in a field.
You're in a green room.
You're not in an arena.
Given this awful dialogue, and you're 18 years old, and you have a director, you're looking what do I do? He's like, faster, more intense. That's it. How do you make that scene any better?
Brutal. Oh, God.
Fucking
horrific.
Awful, man.
Again, that's why that rumor of Coppola directing the Opera House scene makes sense. Because
for as great as Lucas was at story and some stuff, and then just to be so bad at actual filmmaking.
Oh, man. Brutal.
It's crazy. It's like there's
Special.
two different people. There's like
Yeah.
there's a bizarre George Lucas and
Right.
a George Lucas.
Yes.
And you don't know which one you're going to get on a day base.
He should have just thrown all the money in the world at Spielberg to make all three of those.
He really
And
should
just
have.
be like, here's
Just
what I
please.
want to have happen.
I'll
You
help do
it.
story.
You do it.
I'll be with ILM and try
Yep.
to advance the technology. You just say what can be done and what can't be done. And
Yep,
direct these.
and we do this. My number one for me, you know what this is. That stupid fucking song in Return of the Jedi. That stupid, but that's the only scene I can't watch. All that other awful shit, I can get through it. When that fucking band, whatever they're fucking singing. And
then his mouth goes right up to the camera. You see all the slobber.
Joe Yowza. Whatever the fuck that was. You know, honorable mention?
What?
The change in the Ewok song at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
They could have had the That's a fucking song. That was way better than that shit he puts in at the end.
Celebrate the love.
Oh, fucking awful. Fucking awful.
George Lucas, man. The best and the worst.
Best in the
Mine is when C-3PO gets a put on a droid body.
Oh, God.
And he just goes around shooting. He's like, die, Jedi
Die,
dogs.
oh,
Wait,
what
what
am
am
I
I saying?
saying?
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
fuck.
dude.
Cody, you should watch the prequels on Disney
Dude,
Plus.
I like you can rip apart
I will someday.
the sequel trilogy all you
That
want.
should be an episode of the Ramble. We do 3 episodes. Cody watches the prequels,
Yeah.
and we do each episode. We break it down.
what he just saw.
Yeah, just basically. You down for this, Cody? You game for this?
Come on.
I would totally do this.
All right. So we'll start. It's oof.
Like
fuck.
you can rip on the sequel trilogy all you want, and there's a lot of holes and a lot of problems with some of those films, but fucking
Well, when you
the
had
amount
the
of garbage
prequels,
in Attack of the Clones alone.
the second one alone is like J.J. Abrams could have just put his ass cheeks around a camera and just shat into the lens, and I'd have been like, "Yep, better than Attack of the
You
Clones."
know what? At least it's watchable.
At least it's watchable.
At least it's
we can see what we had for lunch. You know, it's better than Attack of the Clones. It's
Fuck, man.
better.
Fuck.
I'm telling you, Attack of the Clones is the single worst Star Wars anything. Science, maybe
Yeah,
the worst
it's
science
bad.
fiction. It's
It's
so
hard to get through that
fucking
one.
bad.
It's hard to get through. that one.
God damn it, Attack of the Clones is awful.
Oh.
Fuck. So anyway,
And it could have been awesome.
could have been great. Well, there we go. That's Ramble 226. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for letting us be ourselves. Please subscribe to the Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Thank you to those who already have.
Yes.
Please keep that coming.
Please.
We already told you where you can find us. We already did our shameless plug-in.
We did.
So be safe out there.
Yes, wash
Listen
your
to the
hands.
experts. Wash your hands. Don't fuck around. Keep that social distancing up. And yeah, that's all we got to do. We'll get through this shit. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, the last beep on the song, and it's over. And there we go. All right, and that's it. Cody, what do you think? I'm loving this idea. Cody and the
fun.
prequels.
It'd be fun.
So I've started episode 1, and then I saw the crawl about taxes
Taxation of
and I
trade
was like-
routes.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit.
Exactly.
I don't have the energy for this.
Right. Why you need Jedi to resolve taxing of trade routes? Well, let's get these samurai.
Embargo on Naboo.
Let's get magic samurai to come deal with this. Magical samurai could talk about a trade. Fucking unreal. So I'm excited for this.
This will be fun.
This is going to be fun. We'll figure out when we're done recording. We'll figure out how we're going to get started on this. And all right, last beep and.